Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Real Sports Updates here. Back again with another video. Thursday night football just finished. The Rams beat the Seahawks 26-17 in a pretty good game. Obviously, the big story coming out of this game is the Russell Wilson injury. How serious is it? How long is it going to keep him out? Because we've never seen this before, Russell Wilson is always a guy who stays healthy. And it looked like just a freak accident. He ended up hitting his throwing hand on Aaron Donald. Aaron Donald, getting his hand up trying to deflect the pass back there in the pocket, and it was just a freak accident. So Geno Smith came in, played really well. Obviously threw that late interception, but aside from that, he played really well. He was ready to play. He was ready to take over for Russ. My biggest takeaway, besides the Russell Wilson injury, is that the Seahawks they're getting close to a rebuild. This is not the Seahawks that we grew to know, the Legion of Boom era, the Marshawn Lynch era, the Skittles era, and all that stuff. This is not the same team, so they're getting close to a rebuild. Obviously, they're playing at home gives them a little bit more energy, a little bit more juice, but this is not the same team. They don't do anything well. They don't run the ball well. They don't really throw the ball well. Aside from some deep stuff, they don't really do anything well. Their offensive line is below average. Defensively, they I don't know what they are defensively. They don't really create pressure. They don't do a whole lot to limit the other team's best offensive players. They're just kind of just out there on the field, just going along with the motions. So Seattle's going to be close to a rebuild. If not this coming off season, maybe the following off season. I don't know. They have a lot of unanswered questions. They've what are they going to do? And where does Russell Wilson go from here as well too? This is their third loss. They're 2-3, and they have aside from the AFC West, the NFC West is the most competitive division in football. So, and it's been that way for like the past 3 years. I want to say 3-4 years. So they're going to have to decide what they want to be. Obviously, you don't want to give up too much ground in the division. Because if you give up too much ground, you might not get it back. Especially with the young guys coming on, Kyler Murray. The Niners, they expect Trey Lance to be ready, at some point within the next, few years to play. So, these teams, they have younger players, younger quarterbacks and younger leaders, ready to take that division crown. And Seattle's they're kind of in purgatory right now. They're in between, and it looks bad. Not the team not the Seahawks that I used to watch and used to watch dominate, and who used to scare teams defensively. This is not the same team. Same coach, same quarterback, but not the same team at all. And I don't think the front office has done Russell Wilson any favors either. They've drafted poorly. I know Pete Carroll has a lot of pull in the organization. So I don't know if you can put things on him, put it on his shoulders, but they haven't done Russell Wilson any favors, personnel-wise. So, we'll see what happens with them. I don't think they make the playoffs. And more importantly, Russell Wilson, this is his first injury that I can recall in the league. So we'll see where he goes from here. We'll see where the Seahawks go from here. Still early in the season. Even though they're not that talented, it's still early in the season, and if they fix a few things, if they find one thing that they could excel at, if they can create pressure, and I think that's probably the easiest thing that they might be able to do. If they can create pressure defensively, it might change their season around. But as of right now, they don't do anything very well. Russell Wilson to Tyler Lockett down the field for like 30 yards is like their best play, team-wise, not just, offensively, but team-wise. Like that's what seems to be the formula to winning ball games, and it's just like that's not really a sustainable formula. It's not something that you can rely on game in and game out. Good teams with good defenses are going to take that away. So we'll see what happens with them. As for the Rams, this was a losable game for them, but they came out and got the victory. I think that speaks a lot towards the camaraderie that Matt Stafford's trying to build with this team. They've had some great performances at home to start the season off. This was a difficult game on the road. This was a very, very losable game. This game is normally, it's normally really competitive every single season. And I don't know why this game always seems to end up on Thursday Night Football, the Rams and Seahawks. It's always like, for the past 3 or 4 years, I always remember it being on Thursday night, which is good, though. It's good for ratings, good for fans to watch a competitive game. But the Rams they're building. I think it's going to be a slower build as the season goes on. They started off really hot. But now, they're facing attrition themselves. Matthew Stafford injured his throwing hand as well. I don't think it was as bad as Russell Wilson, but he did have trouble like gripping the ball and stuff when he came out. And I think it was the third quarter. Right after it happened. So, but he seemed to got it fixed, and he was okay afterwards. But I think the Rams really proved that they can go into a tough environment, win a tough game. Aaron Donald was fantastic as always. And that defense is improving. You can tell that they really miss Brandon Staley. I believe Raheem Morris is the defensive coordinator now, so he's not what Brandon Staley is as far as like creativity back there. But they're still running the same type of schemes. But they need to improve there. They are improving. They're coming along. But they need more improvement if they want to, have success going on the road this season and into the playoffs. And hopefully a Super Bowl. If they can do everything, the right way, continue to improve, continue to run the ball well. I think they need to run the ball just a little bit more. I don't think they commit to it as much as they should. I know Sean McVay is a guy, he loves play calling, he loves doing all his trickery and all this stuff, but I think they got to commit to the run a little bit more. But overall, it was a very entertaining game. Like I said, a very losable game for the Rams on the road, especially on a short week. Hostile environment, but they came out, they prevailed. Hopefully Russell Wilson is okay. They kept showing his dislocated finger on TV, which was kind of funny. But I mean, they did pop it back into place. But I'm sure they're gonna check it out. They're not gonna leave any stones unturned when it comes to Russell Wilson and his health. I'm sure they're gonna do an MRI, make sure there's no damage structurally and all that other stuff. So, but it was a fun game, entertaining game. Great way to start off week 5. And we'll see how these teams do down the road. They're gonna meet up again in LA. I can't remember which week it is, but we'll see if the Seahawks can even in the season series 1-1, or if the Rams continue to dominate. But yeah, fun game, very fun game. And yeah, man, hopefully Russell Wilson's okay. If not, Geno Smith was ready to play, so he might get an opportunity to show what he can do. So we'll see going forward. But great game, great way to start off the weekend, and yeah, so don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel. Let me know in the comments. Let me know if you think the Rams are the best team in the NFC West. I believe so, but still a long season. But let me know who you think is the best team in the NFC West. And thank you guys for watching.